Hello. Hello, Internet. Welcome to another episode of Hangouts. I am joined by the Car King himself.
The Car King?
Yes.
Okay.
So John is here. Thank you, John, for joining us. Very excited about tonight's episode. We are going to be doing Need for Speed Underground. Do you remember where you were the last time you played Need for Speed Underground?
Probably Craig's bedroom.
Yeah, so we had a friend growing up that we went over to his house, played tons of these goofy little PS2 games, and one of them was Need for Speed Underground. Was one that got a lot of play. That Need for Speed Underground 2. So tonight's theme, we have a theme tonight, and tonight's theme is car stories. We're going to be talking cars, not the movie Cars. Actual cars. Do you like the movie Cars?
Cars?
Yeah, not the movie Cars. Are you a Cars fan?
I have a Cars tattoo.
A lot of question to ask you. Yeah, I am. I got it on my body.
Did you forget that?
I forgot that you had that.
It says Noah instead of Cars.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so let me get us going. So one big bummer tonight. What up, Unlimited Basics? Thank you for joining us. So one bummer, when I chose this game, I was really excited to play with you and relive some of these memories. I had to turn the audio off. Because Twitch and stuff and shutting you down for copyright stuff. I was so because that is a big part of this game is the audio, but we'll still have some fun or whatever tonight.
The soundtrack.
That soundtrack, and you're about to see that if they show my name, I already started this up and got it going. But let me pull it up.
Wasn't it not to bring this up where it's too late? But wasn't it Need for Speed Underground 2? The one with the BMW. Was that the one that had the only from Static X?
That might be Underground 2, but it might be this one. I don't know. I think they'll still pop up what songs they're playing, but it won't show. It won't, of course, play it. So all you get to hear is the little sound effects in the cars and other stuff that's going on. But yeah, let's just start up a circuit here.
What? That thing's such a turd.
I love this. Is the first thing you see.
Yeah. Didn't Chelsea have a?
Let me turn down the audio. I can barely hear you. Get me out of here.
Do I need to turn mine up?
No, it's on my end. I have to freaking options here.
I can hear you fine.
I know it's on my end. Let me turn it down the halfway. I always have to do this for.
Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you. This laptop we got, it's got a Ryzen RYZEN 5 4000 series chip, and then a Radeon RADEON graphics card.
Nice.
It's a Lenovo.
I'm gonna turn this effect off. Okay. A little bit better there. I was pushing my computer to the limit. There. For a second.
Was it lagging?
Yeah, it was I was doing some crazy stuff, but you can blur your background with a camera. It's crazy what they're doing now. These crazy kids. All right, let's get
green screen.
Yeah, it just can change your whole background and stuff. So I was blurring the background, but my computer's you're trying to stream the game. Stream it to John. Run John the program John. Alright, I think we can play this. I haven't played this, I think, in 17, 16 years, so...
What year did it come out, do you remember?
2003.
Oh my god, I was 16. I'll be 34 next month. 16.
Give me a second, oh, it's loading anyways.
PS2 was like my heyday. That was like as good as it got.
That's
when I was
what,
a little
yeah.
kid.
That's what we played the most of. Oh, I'll have to restart this race. Oh my gosh.
How did you get an Acura?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it just starts me. I think this is like the career mode stuff.
Are you playing this on your PS4?
No, I'm playing the PC through an emulator.
Oh. Also, okay, I get it now. You're playing the game and all this stuff through the same
Yeah, I forgot
CPU
to.
or whatever.
I'm updating some stuff, so just vamp for us there.
This car in the background's moving faster than you are.
Okay. Good. Let's get back into the game.
Speaking of getting old, I don't know how long I can sit humped over like this.
You'll have to stand around and do some jumping jacks. Maybe.
I'm gonna have to like lay down or unplug the laptop and sit back. I'm gonna disappear for a second. I'm gonna get a pillow.
Okay.
I'm old.
Alright, we're restarting. Restart your back while we're at it.
I'm trying. I'm unplugging it for now.
You know,
the best view, but I'm working on it.
you know this game is old. I'm changing the audio again. It's still so loud.
Okay, I can do this for a while.
You know this game is old. I don't know last time you played a driving game, but you're using the A button to accelerate. All games now use those shoulder buttons on the side.
I remember, I think Craig had it. I don't remember what game it was, but the first time they had a game where you could actually, like they assigned a button for the clutch and you could shift gears with the joystick. Like up was up and down was down.
Yeah, what was that?
It was, I don't know. He was doing a lot of drag racing in it. I forget what it was though.
It might be this, and they might have added that to.
I mean, it wasn't PS3. I want to say it was like PS4 when it first came out.
You know what effect is really freaking nice on this though? For a PS2 game, do you see the lights? How the lights move? Hold on. See
The headlights?
No, like the lights on the street lights, and hold on. Let's see if we can see it.
Oh, you mean like the arrows that tell you to turn?
No, there's like a blur. Oh my gosh, I forgot you can just kill people.
You wrecked that.
Okay, do you see that lamp? Look at the street lamps.
Yeah.
Do you see how I'm moving back and forth, and they're like, that's how it would
They
actually
blur?
look. See what I mean?
Yeah, they blur.
Yeah. Let's brag on this PS2 game. And also, so running it through an emulator, we're looking at this at 1080p quality. It's upscalable.
Yeah.
So it's like the remastered Need for Speed.
Yeah, back when we played this, it would have been just on a regular VGA cable or whatever it's called, yellow, white, red input.
I'm trying to. How do I use my freaking turbo? Oh my gosh! I'm trying to figure out my turbo. There we go. Okay, it's a L1. Okay.
Your car's got a.
I love this. I'm getting used to
drive on video games like you drive in real life.
Yeah, this is actually how I do drive in real life.
Yeah, is the parking brake on?
Hey, let's start our theme for this stream. The stream theme, guys, is car stories. You were with me one of those times. I've done it several. Yeah. I will turn on the parking brake if we park on a weird hill. If like we were hanging out somewhere on an incline, I'll put the parking brake on. I won't remember to turn it off.
Even though there's a light that says brake.
And I have done this several times, and it's not good when like you forget and you're driving down the road, and I start going, oh, I smell like fire. Like, what's going on with the fire?
It's your brakes.
It's my brakes just screaming for us to.
Yeah, I remember you did that in that '86 Nissan you had.
Yeah.
That car was older than me.
It was '87.
Oh, so it's the same age as me. Well,
yeah.
'87 would have came out in '86, so it's older. They always...
Yeah, they always... put that next year.
Yeah. Like, this is 2021, so the 2022s are coming out.
Okay, so I lost that. It wants me to win this. I have to win this race. If they had the Nissan Stanza, I would win. So the Nissan Stanza was my first car. That, and I had a Dodge Ram like it was called a pace vehicle. They paced like NASCAR.
Pace
They were
car.
like on the track with NASCAR stuff, and that was
Yeah.
like my parents, and they passed that on to me. But they also passed on to Nissan, and I've always been like a car guy. I like cars better than trucks. The truck was really freaking fun to drive. But that Stanza felt like a cool go-kart on the road.
Yeah, they're way more agile. That Dodge you had, like if you had the base model, it would have been like a 1500,
Yeah,
like a Ram 1500.
yeah. But
Which I didn't know this until recently, but the Dodge trucks, like I know your parents like the Dodge trucks, they're like their own separate thing from Chrysler now. Like Ram,
oh,
it's
really?
its own thing. Yeah, like if you look at the new trucks, they don't say Dodge on the back, they say Ram, like RAM real big,
Oh, that's interesting.
because they're like separate from Chrysler now.
Weird.
Just the trucks.
Uh-oh, that's crash.
Yeah. Should I like not talk so you can?
No, you keep talking to me.
Oh, okay.
I'm,
Yeah, my
I'm
first
a
vehicle I
driver.
still have. It was a 1998 Chevy S10. It's
What
in
year
all
was
of our 98.
98.
Yeah, it's in all of the Napa production videos.
Oh yeah, that green one. Okay. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's parked out in my backyard right now.
How do you get more? Do you remember how to get more freaking boost?
You have to like
Oh,
build
you
it
have
up.
to drift, don't you?
I don't know. You just have to drive well, I think, and it builds itself back up.
Yeah, as long as you're driving well. Okay, well.
Yeah, stop hitting pedestrians.
But drifting was either in this one or in Underground 2.
I can't remember.
Because drifting
was like
was
Almost 20 years
Hey,
ago.
do you like my name? Do you see my name in the top corner?
Little John.
Yeah. So when you start this
I
game
think
up,
he spells it. I think he spells it without an H.
does
But
he?
that's how I spell mine.
So now it's just a little you.
Little me. I got two little me's downstairs right now. Driving their mother crazy. Yeah, I still see stuff like it has nothing to do with this game, but it reminds me of this game, and I'll send it to Craig. Like I think it was a TikTok or something, and this guy he had the speedometer like in the bottom right corner,
Yeah.
and he was moving the needle with his hand, and he was like Honda, Suzuki, VTEC, VTEC.
Oh, we're getting a cutscene.
Take a good look, man. He's a
This
winner,
looks awesome.
And winners get mad respect. It ain't just about the car, it's about the attitude.
So this era, like,
One of these is your
we have officially hit. So do you know, like, I didn't know this till more recently. Vintage is 20 years. So like 20 years ago from the recent whatever standpoint you're like currently in. If 20 years ago and older is vintage. So we're really close to this game being a vintage video game. It'd be 2023. But like this era of like whatchamacallit, like West Coast Customs on MTV and souping up these cars and stuff and getting big rims, like that era. And then with this game, I think also just took it kind of just it took advantage of the West Coast Custom stuff because that was really popular. But our friend Craig had a car that he put plastic rims on that spun.
It was a '92 Chevy Beretta.
Okay, so I wanna take a second. Let's we'll take a break every race that we do, but I wanna look and pull up. I'm gonna pull up. Write this one up. Where's this at?
A Peugeot 206. Can't even get those here.
Okay.
That's a French car.
Okay. Okay. So I'm pulling it up. You'll have to look on the stream. Or no, can you see it? No, yeah, you have to look at the stream.
All I can
now.
see is the game.
Yeah, go to YouTube and look up the stream for a second.
How do I do that without minimizing the screen?
You might have to open up a new tab because I'm pulling up like.
Okay, hold on.
Pulling up the Beretta.
Nice. Okay. I wonder if this thing will do like side by side.
Oh, hold Hold on.
Did I log out?
Wait a second. No, you can come back to Discord. I got this.
Okay, how do I do
Do you
it?
see, now just come back to Discord. Just forget about it. Just stay on Discord now.
Okay, I'm on Discord, but I don't see you anymore.
Yeah, you should see cars. See the cars?
Oh, okay, I got it now.
Okay.
I'm back. Okay, I can see now.
So I think it was this color, right, that he had? So we...
Yeah, like seafoam.
We...
Yeah, that's it.
We rode in this car so many times, and he put these plastic spinner rims on it. You can get these... Let me change on you so you look better.
Spinning hubcaps.
Yeah, he put these spinning hubcaps on it.
Yeah.
There we go. This thing, and I knew somebody that actually had this, and I got to ride in the car with them. This may have been 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and it like took me back. But this car, and then this was mine. Nissan Stanza. I bet they don't even make this model, right? Like that's.
I just saw yours. Second row, like all the way to the right.
Yeah.
There's one, yeah. That looks just like yours.
Yeah. Wish I could get it bigger. Yeah.
Oh, that's way bigger.
Hold on, I'll zoom in. I'll get some zoomage.
Nice.
So this was my
Yeah,
first
that's
car.
good.
And I don't know if you remember this story, but we were at... Did you come to a New Year's party? I don't know if you were there. And it got so freezing cold on New Year's. And what happened to this, on the back side of this car, or the back seat, or the back door, whatever, it wouldn't close. It broke. And it was so ungodly cold outside. And then, do you remember when it would fog up in that car? It fogged up all the time in that Stanza. So it was
you had to bungee cord it shut.
Yeah, we had to bungee cord it shut that night. I had to stick my head out, but this car, I drove it to the ground. Like by the end of it, everything was falling apart on it. But it lasted till 2009. That's crazy. There's like.
That's when Noah was born.
Yeah. So from 87 to 09, that car lasted until it became just a money pit. But what was the one car that you had? What was your first one that you? What was it?
It was a 1998 Chevy S10 with a sport. It had the sport body.
Here we go. It's this one. It's this color too.
Yeah, mine had the steps around the bed though. It's the sport body.
Okay. Let's see if I can put in sport body.
I'm looking.
No, it's too fancy, I think.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
close enough.
the badge was an LS. I think I just saw one. It was that color.
Yeah, it was this color.
I
This
had,
was in all our
different rim.
old YouTube videos, but
Yeah, I still have that, by the way.
you know, when I see this truck, you know how like memories are linked with what you smell and things that were going on in your life? I smell
Yeah.
Burger King. When I look at this truck, I smell Burger King because we were
That truck went to Burger King a lot. One on Route 4.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna switch this back over here. Let's get back in the game. Okay. Oh, I gotta turn this on. All right. All right. Let's get the Mazda, baby. That's what I drive now.
The truck.
I drive a Mazda now, and I love my Mazda that I have.
Did you hear me?
What?
I can still see the S10. I don't even see the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me fix that for you. Okay, how about now?
I still see the truck.
We still see the truck? Let me stop sharing
Yeah.
together. Okay, now what do you see? Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay, now I see Mazda Miata.
Alright. That was weird. Okay. Okay. Mazda Miata. Can I even get them on the cost? Oh, I have $10,000 in the bank. I can get a. Let's get a Dodge Neon.
That's what Craig had.
That was Craig's second car, right? I think after.
Yeah, he had a 02 Neon.
Yeah.
I think, unless something's happened, but I think he gave that car to Josh.
Did he? Let's do,
Dude, let's just think about that for a minute. Craig's little brother
let's get
is
the
21 years
That
old.
is seriously weak, dude.
That is crazy to think about.
Come here to find the latest race.
All right, we're driving the Neon in honor of. I think was it you or Craig that like found this game, that Need for Speed Underground? Like,
Craig was always a Need for Speed fan. I
Yeah.
heard about Need for Speed from Craig. He had it on PlayStation 1, where it had like the coolest car was like a Dodge Viper.
yeah.
The only racing game I ever had was Ridge Racer.
Yeah.
I had that.
I loved the old Need for Speed High Stakes on PlayStation 1. That one is amazing because cops can chase you, and that was
Yeah.
a PS1 game, and you can you have to like either capture people in that game as the cops or whatever, and that's still the best like cop, like racing, trying to stop people game. I love that game.
Golf.
But we also famously called, and I think even Craig lovingly referred to the Neon as the grocery getter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had one of those too. I had a 2003 Hyundai Elantra,
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
the white car from.
Also, I'm smelling Burger King. I'm smelling Burger King.
Yeah, that was the one I had the alligator bobblehead in.
Yes, yeah.
MC Leather Pants.
Oh shoot.
You were reminiscing and you crashed,
Yeah. All these memories are flooding back to me.
and now you're in fourth.
Not when I hit my boost. Oh, I have no turbo on this.
Yeah, you're in a stock Nissan.
But I paid so much money for this.
Yeah, cars aren't cheap, Zach. Oh, you're in for third.
What has been your favorite car you've owned?
My favorite car?
Yeah.
It's what I'm driving now. I've got a 2009 Chevy Silverado. It's got remote start. It's got Bluetooth. It's got.
It's 09 with a
hands-free.
remote start? Is that third party or did it
No, it's just came with it.
came with it in 09? Wow.
Yeah.
I guess that's
I've got
when
the-
stuff started getting popular.
got- My truck is like the next highest level up is the High Country, which is like all the extras, leather seats. Mine's the one below that. Mine's the 4-wheel drive Z71. It's got a 5.3 liter V8, 4-wheel drive. It's got fog lights. It's got CD player. It's got an auxiliary, like stock, where you can listen to your music on your phone or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
I'm coming
But
back.
it's,
Come back of the year.
Oh, my screen for whatever reason I logged me out. Okay, I just had to click on watch stream. Now my screen's different. I'm seeing 3 squares. I'm at the bottom, and the game is at the top left, and then there's another square at the top
You can
right.
click it full screen. You can full screen the stream.
How the heck do I do that?
Just click on it. Should be able to click on it or double click on it.
Options.
No, just click on the actual game, the stream, the game.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
There you go.
It's back. This is my first time using
Discord, yeah.
Discord. Yeah,
You're vintage too, dude.
I'm very vintage.
I'm vintage as well. I just turned 30.
Yep. May's birthday was 3 days ago. She turned 31.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just made $375 with my Dodge Neon, dude. How cool
Nice.
is that? So,
Did you pick that color?
no, this is the default. But playing this one, Underground 2 was an open world map, wasn't it?
Yeah, you could go wherever you wanted. You
And-
could get on the highway and just loop.
Yeah, and this one is like, I forget this one totally then, because I thought this was open world too, but that's Underground 2
Yeah.
was the key.
You have to like unload. You have to unlock engine mods, and you have to unlock like different kinds of rims and different kind of paint and vinyl.
Yeah.
trash.
This one I'm just
Underground
choosing
2
stuff.
Underground 2 had so many more like things you could do.
Yeah.
More customization, more different kinds of races. I think that was the first one that had drag races in it that we played.
Well, no, yeah. Well, there's no. There's drag right here. Let's try this one out.
Okay.
I'm doing easy on everything because I'm like talking and trying to do this stuff, so
Yeah.
I get really easily distracted.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, I have not played this game in 17 years. Underground 2, I freaking adored. That game was so fun.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite
yeah.
Need for Speed game. But
Yeah, I think that was the one that I was thinking of. I forgot about the first Underground. This one.
yeah, Underground 2 just blew it out of the water. What? I blew my engine?
Yeah, you have to shift gears while drag racing. The guy that just sent you the last message, his name was Clutch.
Clutch.
I hope it makes you buy a new motor.
Well, how do I? I don't even know how to do it.
When the light turns green.
What button do I hit?
Now.
Well, I don't know what button to
You're
hit.
gonna blow it up. Over rev. Oh, you're still going.
Oh,
Like
it's the R1 button.
do you see where
I didn't know what button to hit.
RPMs?
I knew what I had to do. I just didn't know what button it was.
Okay. Yeah, right before you redline, you have to shift.
Right before it? Okay.
When it turns green, there. Yeah, between 6,000 and 7,000 RPMs.
What is the button to?
I don't know. It's probably like L2. Oh. Story of your life, blown engine.
Blew the engine in my Dodge Neon.
Yeah, like 3 times.
Jeez.
You're like, they have these in all the like Fast and Furious movies and stuff. You're like the rich kid that can't drive, but his parents have money, so they buy him a new car, and he just wrecks on the first corner. That's you.
Okay, sorry, you lost this event. Yeah, you can say that again. Okay.
All you're doing, I love that you're just driving
Options.
in a straight line and you
I
can't
need
do
to
that
see
right.
controller. What's the controls? What are the controls? How do I...
I don't know.
Okay, it's R2.
Shift.
It's R2. Okay, because it said short shift. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't have enough RPMs. I like how you messed up driving in a straight line.
Perfect shift.
Yeah, don't get behind another car, dum-dum.
I'm using wind resistance, wind drag, whatever that is. Oh my gosh, I can't control this freaking
Slingshot. Like on Talladega Nights. Slingshot. You're gonna lose to that Golf.
No, I'm not.
You're totally gonna lose.
I have a funny Volkswagen Golf story.
I actually drove that car.
Oh yeah.
I drove it one time, and it was like the fuel light was on.
Yeah, you had to leave and you left it at my house because my car, I don't know what worked out.
Yeah, we were. It was when we did the video where you and I did the lightsaber fight.
Oh yeah, so that was my wife's car, and
she was like, you can drive it back, and I was like, okay, and I got in it and started it, and it was like no gas. And I was like, oh, she's just like my wife. Just to run it down until it's sucking fumes.
I've unlocked a 2003 Mitsubishi. This game. What's so funny is this game is so old. Like, oh wow, I want a 2003 Mitsubishi.
Yeah, you unlock a $2,000 car. It's probably got 180,000 miles on it.
Or if it doesn't, that's like really rare if you have like a 0 miles, like brand new.
Yeah. My buddy at work, Paresh, he has a S2000, and I think it's only got like 20,000 miles on it, and it's like a 03.
Wow. I was at some there was somebody I knew, and they had like this warehouse thing, and they're like, yeah, I'm trying to get rid of this van, and it was like an 80s van, and it's like it has 10 miles on it.
You should have bought that.
It was like this crazy rare thing. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to sell this and find the right buyer. It's like this vintage van, but it has like 10 miles, something crazy on it. I was like, oh my gosh, like, it was covered up.
That's hard to find.
Yeah. I would assume so. But about that Volkswagen, so something went wrong with the engine. And my wife went to Volkswagen and have them check it out. And, like, stuff kept screwing up with it. And so, okay, we're going to do the Sprint next. But we took it there, and it ended up being something wrong with the whole engine, or it needed I forgot what it needed. But basically, the car, the repair was going to be worth more than what the car was worth. And it was like, who gives a frick? It's time to get her, like, a new car. So we got her the same Mazda that I have. But in the process, I went down there and was like, okay, we decided we're just going to take it. They know what's wrong, but we're just going to sell the car. So I go down there and pick it up. It's like, okay, that'll be $300. It was $300 just to check it out. The car.
Oh, yeah. If you don't let them fix it, they charge you.
Yeah, they charge $300, which I understand.
And if you trade your car in, then they always screw you over on that.
Yes, if you're not trading it back into them. So I was so mad because I drove it back. It just was a fricked up car, and I slammed on the gas going home, and that thing did like 10 miles per hour on the way home. I'm screaming, but I'm only going 10 miles per hour. I'm so angry in this little go-kart. Gosh,
that's hilarious.
I could have just freaking drove that car off a bridge, dude. I hated that car.
It was probably something I could have fixed if you'd asked me.
No, it was fricked. Something was really fricked in it.
It wasn't something
I'm glad
like
that we don't have to mess with another Volkswagen. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Yeah, after that happened, I remember you told me your dad said, hey, do you want a tip? Don't buy a Volkswagen.
Yeah, he's always said that growing up, and then I ended up
marrying a girl that had a Volkswagen.
But now we got Mazdas, and we love our freaking Mazdas.
Yeah. Well, have you ever heard that term, shaking like a Hyundai going uphill on bad gas? That's what Megan had. Well, actually, when we got together, she had a Cavalier, and when we were like, I was like 17, she was 18, and she wrecked it, and then got another Cavalier, and then like a cheap one, an older one, like a 90s one, and my mom and dad had that car for a long time. Megan gave it to them so they'd have something else to drive, and then that's when she bought the Hyundai we had, the one that's in Gas Expensive 3. And then after that, we got a 2003, oddly, 2003 Ford Escape when Noah was a baby in like.
Did you get rims for it and put some?
No.
Put a.
No. But
what's that thing called? I'm blanking on the name that you put on the trunk. The little.
The spoiler.
The spoiler, yeah.
Yeah, no. It's the Escape was an SUV. It was that like charcoal colored car I had, the Ford.
Yeah.
And she had that when Noah was a baby because she wanted something safer, and I ended up with a car, and I had given my S10 to my dad. My S10's been passed around my whole family. My sister had it for a while, my dad, and then back to me.
Who has it now? You do?
Yeah, it's out in the back by my garage. I have a detached garage.
That is vintage, dude.
It still drives. The last thing that went wrong, I tried to unlock the driver door to get in, and the whole lock fell inside the door.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so now I have to go into the passenger door.
So are you like driving it, or is it just a project car, or like?
No, I still drive it. I haven't been messing with it because it's been cold, and my other truck has got remote start, so I can like heat it up in the morning before I leave, and I don't have to knock snow and stuff off of it.
Check this drift. I'm drifting in a Neon, dude.
Yeah, that's hard to do because that thing's front wheel drive.
Not this one, it's modded.
Oh.
No, I don't know. It probably just got the groceries this morning.
Yeah, it totally did.
But what is so crazy is like, I'm so nostalgic for this era of West Coast Customs and souping up these vehicles, and now when I see like souping up vehicles, I just think, because before it was like, oh, it's kind of cool, like it has all this and they have the spoilers and stuff, but like now the cars I see, I'm like, you're an a-hole. Like the cars I see now, like
oh dude, I was going to get my kids from my mom's the other day, and we were going over to my mom's for May's birthday. It was 3 days ago, and I'm going down Hamilton Avenue, and there's this dude
turning on Hamilton Avenue off of 275, and he had a Camaro, like a fast car, you know, like the stock ones come with a V6, and
Yeah.
they've got like, I don't know, 200 something horsepower, maybe something like that, maybe a little less, I don't
Yeah.
know. But he had like 30-inch rims on this thing. Like, he's got a car that's decently fast, and he's just rolling around with these huge rims on it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and have you seen it where the car like goes like the tires are out this way? Like the tires are so big they're
Yeah.
like they're out that
Yeah.
way to the point where
yeah,
I was
a lot of guys with big trucks do that, and I have a big truck, and I hate that. Like,
they do it with trucks.
they
I've only
call
seen it
them,
with like low ride cars, and like the tires are stuck out like from the actual
outside of the wheel well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call those pavement pounders. Those are like 4-wheel drive trucks that never go in the mud.
Yeah, let's customize our ride. Oh, this is a cool cutscene too.
Hey, what you think?
Yeah, maybe you could get rid of that
Then you
green
got
M&M color.
no racing grad, no cool parts.
I don't remember this game at all because there's not cutscenes, and there's cutscenes in Need for Speed Underground
You got
too.
$3,000.
I'm rich, dude. Let's change the visual.
Major, there's a wide selection of visual.
Oh, that's right. You can add body kits.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
boy, you just got 10 more horsepower.
did the horsepower go up?
No,
Uh,
I'm being a jerk.
no, I don't know with this game.
They used to sell stickers and stuff that would say like this sticker adds 10 horsepower.
Didn't Craig think about like changing his bumper and all that stuff with the neon?
I don't. He did something to the grill, like added a mesh to it,
Yeah.
but like nothing. He got it painted, but that's just because it was poorly painted to begin with.
All right, we gotta get the spoiler because he had the spoiler. Didn't he have a spoiler on his
Mm-mm.
on the neon?
Yeah, but it was like a stock one. It was just like a tiny little, like a lowercase n.
Okay, here we go. Rims, baby.
Got it. Select
Is there any
a race filter
spinners?
to give your car some style.
I don't know.
I need some spinners.
Those are too big. You got to sit still long enough for it to show up. There it is.
Okay, these look cool. Accessories, paint. Okay, you know what? We gotta change the paint to.
Red like Craig's.
Yeah,
How much was the paint?
like $300.
Nice. What else are you gonna do?
We're gonna get the
Buy and
performance.
install upgrades here to turn your
Oh, you
Oh,
haven't unlocked it
I
yet.
can't do anything yet. So then after I got the after the Nissan I got the Mazda, the 09 Mazda 3.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a grocery getter too. That kind of reminded me of the Neon, but I loved that car as well. That car had great gas mileage and nothing.
Oh yeah, that was the one that I taught you how to drive on the freeway with.
Was it that one?
Yeah, I think 'cause we
No,
went
that
down
was
to
that
see,
was the Stanza or whatever. Because I was
feathering the throttle, and then you would get off at every exit.
maybe
We went down to UC to see one of your friends that was going to UC,
I got
and
it.
you're like, it takes forever, and you have to keep getting back on. I'm like, you wouldn't have to if you would stay on the highway.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, because
And I was like,
it
what
was
do you
09
think?
I had that. It was 09 I got it.
Yeah.
So.
Because I remember telling you, what do you think the big yellow sign that says exit only means?
And Craig never told me. I rode with him, and he just went, "This is when we get off," because I'd always be stuck in the right lane, and I
We
wouldn't
just
know.
assumed. Yeah, we just assumed you knew what you were doing, and you
Yeah.
totally didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's like being back with Craig again. That red neon. I remember liking this game, but like, you have to get so far into the game before it actually starts being really fun.
Yeah.
Because these things are such turds when they're stock.
Yeah.
Like, you have to get to the point where you unlock the engine mods and the.
Oh, I just emergency brake. I just an emergency brake.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
Did you just hit the e-brake?
I hit the e-brake. I think I put the park brake.
You're R-worded. It's not politically correct to say it, but you're R-worded.
Oh, look at my license plate. Underground. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just gave that up. I don't know if there's any coming back from that. Oh, I just took out the family. Jeez. Another fun one that I haven't played, probably around since the same time, was Burnout Takedown. Do you remember that? I think it's called Takedown. Where all, like, you could... The goal was to kind of, like, there was modes where you could wreck and create, like... Do you remember that game, Burnout?
Man, I don't know. We played so many car games, it's hard to remember them all.
There was so many different car games on there.
Yeah.
PS2. Most Wanted was another one that came, I think, to PS2.
Oh, yeah, I think Most Wanted is the one I was thinking about. That's the one that's got the
Most one's
white and blue BMW.
Yeah.
Where that cop takes your car away, like in the very first race. Oh, you got knocked
I
out.
was knocked out.
Oh, I remember that kind of race. Whoever is in last place, each lap that you make, if you're in last place, you get eliminated.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. I forget what it's called.
Not be good. Bad. What up, Zord? Thanks for joining us. He says, hello, guys. I remember playing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 on PS2. And after Fast and Furious 1 and 2 came out, we see Underground Most Wanted. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Zord. How that era in the 2000s, like, car culture was everywhere. Like, souping up your ride. I think West Coast Customs, and then, yeah, I totally forgot about Fast and the Furious. I've never seen Fast and the Furious movie.
None of them?
I've never seen any of them.
There's like 10 of them. Vin Diesel.
The last thing I saw...
That dude that died, I forget his name.
What was his name? I forget. But the last thing I saw involving Fast and Furious, because I haven't kept up with the series, like I said, I have not seen any of them. But I want
You're in
to.
last place, by the way.
Oh no. I'm going to get in front.
You better pass these guys.
Well, I emergency braked last time. That didn't help you.
You're in second. You're good now. Just don't get past.
But I was in the theater and they showed the trailer for the newer Fast and the Furious, and they were on ice and shooting rockets from the car. And
it's totally.
And I just remember
totally
that as being street movies.
Yeah, it started out street racing, and then they started making the movies where they like it was like Tarantino. They weren't in order.
Yeah.
And then it got super weird. Like they were on frozen lakes, and they did everything but go in outer space, I think.
So I'm actually interested now because of how loopy they've gotten. So I might.
Oh, they're huge money grabs. The Rock joined it. Jason Statham joined it. I can't think of who else, but a lot of big name actors started joining them like after like 2010. But there's like 9 or 10 of them. One of them they go to like Saudi Arabia or something, and they drive a car. There's like 2 buildings side by side. They drive out one building, crash through the window, and then crash it into the other building. And it's like a $1 million car or something.
I just love the most recent trailer I saw, and I was like, oh my gosh, this series. Like, because the last thing I saw, I thought they were just like drag racing, but.
Yeah, that's the very first one, Fast and the Furious.
The Fast and the Furious.
Mm.
This Volkswagen.
And then the second one was called Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh shit! I think I just took that car out.
Did you just swear?
No, I think I said.
It sounded like you said shit.
Oh, I said, oh shoot. Hey, I'm in the grocery getter. I just picked up my kids from school, and I'm going to get some groceries. I can't cuss in the car, so I don't know.
Hey, speaking of kids, you're 30 years old. When are you going to have some?
Once I beat this game, I think it'll be time.
You got to get this one knocked out real quick.
Yeah. My last duty as a non-father is to beat Need for Speed Underground again. What was I say? And then after my 09 Mazda, yeah, I learned. John taught me how to drive on the highway with that one. When you see a big yellow sign, I still, when I see an exit sign, I think of you because I'm like, oh yeah, I better get over.
Better get over.
Better get over.
Yeah.
But after the 09, I just got like my first big boy job around that time. And
big boy job.
Had different income, and I upgraded to the 2014 Mazda 3, and that is what I still drive to this day. And we talk about modding that. I have like added like like the dash cams to that. I've added like the CarPlay,
You have a
the Apple
dash cam?
CarPlay. Yeah, I have dash cams in that. Added like CarPlay and stuff to that. So
Does your 2014 have that Sky Active or whatever?
yeah. So like it beeps if there's somebody if I'm trying to get over and stuff. But
Did you win?
I did, dude.
Oh, you did win.
Yeah. Zord
Nice.
says Fast and the Furious 7 was in Abu Dhabi, not Saudi Arabia. Not Saudi Arabia. Okay.
He's probably right. I've only seen it on like when I had cable and they played it on like TNT or TBS or something like that.
Yeah.
I liked them, but like the last one I watched on purpose was Too Fast, Too Furious.
That was the second one.
They actually still did street races in that one.
Zord, what is your favorite one? I am going to watch through those. I think those would be very fun to watch through. How loopy they are. But what's your favorite? What's the best Fast and the Furious? What is the best Fast and the Furious? Look for your car on the cover or something. Collect reward.
I'm surprised the girls in these cutscenes don't have lower back tattoos.
I'm surprised they don't got the whale tail showing because it's the 2000s. Build a car with a 1-star reputation. Nice. That's got a 1-star. And I could view the magazine.
Excellent. Now that you're on
Dude, look at that. Look how great that looks.
Totally famous in France.
I'm famous in France, dude.
That's where the Peugeot's from. The 206.
The Prince of Persia. Did you see they are remaking...
That's not what I said.
Did you see they are remaking Prince of Persia?
No.
And it looks terrible. It looks absolutely terrible.
The one with Jake Gyllenhaal would look terrible too. That's why I didn't watch it.
Yeah, not the movie, but the actual game we used to play on.
Oh, the game.
Yeah, Prince of Persia, not the movie, but yeah, they're remaking that. And they just put out, I think 2 days ago, because that just got blasted. Like that looked like a PS2 game remaster. I don't know what they were thinking, and they came out and said, "Yeah, we're gonna take some time." And oh, we got a big tournament now.
Yeah, well, have you heard of Eddie?
We always played, Craig and I, when we played Prince of Persia, we always played it on the GameCube.
Yep, that's what I have all my. I don't know. Isn't that funny that like there's those they were on Xbox, GameCube, and PS2, and there's certain games you got, and that was the one you got. Like, oh, I'm just getting a GameCube, you know. Because I think he had a PS2 then. They were on PS2, and he had a PS2.
I'm not sure. I remember back then there was a bunch of games that were like one system only. Like when I had PS2, you could only play Devil May Cry on PlayStation 2.
Yeah, that was exclusive to PS2, but
And now
Prince of
it's
Persia
Xbox.
was third part. Like that one was that one came to Xbox and PS2, I believe.
Yeah, wasn't it like Ubisoft or something?
Look it up on your phone. I think like look up Prince of Persia, like Sands of Time is what it was called. Sands of Time.
Yeah, and then the other one that had the whatever that thing was called.
Dakarthi or what?
Alta or some shit.
Dakata, whatever. You guys called it something and it wasn't that. Darkata, do you know?
No, I called it something. I called it the wrong name, and then that's what Craig always called it. Prince of Persia.
Sands of Time. And see if it definitely came to GameCube, but I think it came to Xbox and PS2.
They made the Sands of Time movie in 2010. That popped up.
Yeah, not a good movie.
Okay, let's see. They're doing a remake for PS4. Actually,
Yes.
you can buy it now. It's $39.
Yeah, you can pre-order it now. That's what the one I was talking about.
Okay, let's see here. The Sands of Time is an action-adventure video game developed and published by Ubisoft. I was right about that. Revealed in March 2003, it was released across Game Boy Advance, PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox, and Microsoft Windows in November of 2003.
Yeah.
The
so
initial release
isn't
date
that
was-
weird? Like we all got them on GameCube because I got mine for GameCube too for some reason.
Yeah, that was before Nintendo went totally like kids only on their games.
Yeah.
It says the initial release date is October 28th, 2003.
Well, that was also the last time that Nintendo like competed graphically. Because if you look at the Wii, the Wii U, and the Nintendo Switch, all of those are weaker than the PS3 and the PS4 and stuff.
Yeah, the second one was called The Warrior Within.
Yes, and I think that was
You
fine.
see
That
that?
was the one that the guy chased you in.
Yeah.
I remember that guy chasing you. I don't remember really anything of the third one. Do you? Oh, that one you had like a. It was like a different being or something came out or something.
I don't remember. They were really cool though, because like you could. That was one of the first games I ever played where you could die, and then back up time
Yes,
and like
that
save
was
yourself.
a fun gimmick.
But you had to have enough sand.
Yeah, if you ran out of sand, goodbye. So I was like, when I saw that they were like remastering or remaking it, something, oh cool, but it looks like trash, the remake. So hopefully they fix that. Zord says for Fast and the Furious, the first movie was shown in 2001. See, like it's all that car era stuff, right in the 2000s. And I watched it many times. I really recommend you to watch it. Even the soundtrack. Even the soundtrack is like Gran Turismo and Ridge Racer. Well, you've seen
I had Ridge Racer.
Yeah, Ridge Racer. I had Ridge Racer R4.
Your speech impediment just came through really strong.
Ridge Racer 4.
Yeah.
Or no, it's called R4. Maybe it was. Yeah, it was Ridge Racer 4 on PlayStation 1. I had that.
I just had the original Ridge Racer where you had like a yellow or a blue car and it was super pixelated.
Yeah.
And the handling was
but Gran
terrible.
Turismo is like some of my all-time favorite racing games. I just have so many great memories.
Yeah. Gran Turismo.
Those were more racing sims. Those were like, hey, get your, get this part in the car, and this changes the speed this way, and the turning, and it was a racing sim. These are like kind of like they're fun, arcadey, like, but you're still souping some stuff up, but it's arcadey.
Yeah, a buddy that I work with now, he had a simulator, driving simulator with like a racing seat and a wheel and a shifter and pedals.
Yeah.
And he used to do simulators like rally driving where you race on dirt.
Yeah, like dirt.
Cars. Those are really popular. They have really expensive units where like you're in a bucket seat and when you turn, like the whole thing moves.
Yes, that would be so fun to.
Yeah, it's like you'd have to go to the arcade for stuff like that when we were kids. Yeah, I remember. Do you remember that old game for Nintendo 64, Cruis'n USA?
Yes. Yeah. Now that was a great arcade game, and it was for Nintendo 64.
That game is what really got me into racing games.
Or was that Daytona?
I don't know. I was never into the NASCAR games.
Well, Daytona was like that Cruis'n USA, like kind of racing, arcadey kind of.
Oh, I thought you were saying Daytona, like Daytona 500.
No, I was saying when you started the game up in arcades, it was Daytona.
I don't know. I just remember Cruis'n USA because you would drive through California and they had the huge redwood trees.
Yeah. And as far as like cars, I still just have that 2014. My next car that I'm wanting to get, a Tesla. I'm wanting to get a Tesla. But
those things are cool.
The thing with the Tesla though is I'm waiting probably for my next house because, oh my gosh, I took out that taxi. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll write a letter to the family. I'm sorry. But on the Teslas,
they're catching up to you.
You have to. You can get like a charging thing.
You got passed.
You can get a charging. Oh gosh, we're two laps. Oh, did I lose this?
You lost it at the last second. What a loser!
I'm such a loser. But
you were saying that you need the thing to charge it at home.
Yeah, the battery. Not the battery pack, but it's like a charger for the car. But you have to have a certain like what's it called, amp or whatever, wattage.
Hold on, I'm gonna keep doing your game. I'm listening. I'm gonna send you something.
Okay.
Because you can wire those into your house. You just have to have.
My body went in.
You have to have a certain kind of. I think it takes like at your house, your furnace and your stove.
It's a two.
It have like a double switch.
It's called like a two. Yeah, double switch. You gotta have a double switch for that one. Yeah, I guess you could just put it right at my house. I guess what I was gonna say was, I recently, well, it was like 2 or 3 years ago, I had somebody rewire my electricity in my garage.
And
I had a chance. I was like, hey, do you want to have like that 210. I think it's called a 210 voltage or something. And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna have like a washing machine or anything out here or a freezer. I don't care. But like, I could have actually put in that Tesla thing.
Yeah, regular house is 120 volts, and like your stove, or like if you had a big air compressor, you would need 220 volts.
Yeah, it uses more voltage. But yeah, I think that's definitely. I really want that to be my next car.
Yeah, if you're gonna have one, you got to be able to charge it at home.
Yeah, but
I'm trying to find
plus,
the video that shows them doing it.
The garage
I
I
had
have
it
now, I can't even fit that into my garage. My garage is a one car, but it might as well be like a bike. They say it's a one car and it can barely fit, I bet. But
Oh yeah, that when I lived on the west side, I had the one that when we filmed Gas is Expensive,
yeah,
where I was in the trench coat,
yeah.
we had a one car garage, and when I had that 2003 Elantra, I couldn't even open the door to get out.
Yeah, and it's like that's not even fun. So if I got a Tesla now, it wouldn't even be fun. It was like I'd like to have that thing in the garage. I wouldn't just want to have that thing out, but I have actually driven a Tesla. Have you been in a Tesla or driven one?
No, I've just seen videos of it.
To me, it is the equivalent. I don't know if you remember when you got your first smartphone, like Android or iPhone.
It was a iPhone 3S.
iPhone 3GS.
3GS, yeah.
Getting in a Tesla is like using an iPhone for the first time. You've been from the Razor cell phones or whatever else, like a dumb phone.
Yeah.
It's that incredible, like getting a Tesla. It actually brakes on its own. There's like a mode it knows you're trying to like brake and stuff, and it will brake on its own.
Does it store the kinetic energy and recharge the battery?
Yeah, I think it's doing stuff like that. There is a basic self-driving mode where it will like stay on the highway and it'll drive for you and stay in the lane.
I remember seeing I think Hondas were doing that when they were hybrids.
Yeah.
It would save the energy from braking and it would recharge the battery.
But the Teslas, man, are just unbelievable cars.
Yeah. Elon Musk is not afraid to spend money to make it right.
Yeah. They're
Tesla,
very nice cars.
Yeah. Another car company that I have 100% faith in is Toyota, because there's so many stories of all their cars, gas engines going over 200,000 miles, 300,000 miles.
Yeah.
Because they test all their components to the breaking point.
Yeah, my grandpa had a Toyota that was very, very old, and he got it forever. So, yeah, they're good cars too, Toyota.
Craig's dad, I think he still has that '02 Tacoma, and then he had an '86, basic Toyota pickup truck, 4-cylinder, 5-speed.
Yeah. And
it just sat out in front of Craig's house forever. I think it wasn't too long ago he finally got rid of that.
Yeah.
My uncle's got a '95 Toyota pickup truck.
Zord says, yeah, it's called R4. It's got the best opening. The graphics for PS1 was impressive. Yeah, I remember it looking great on the PlayStation 1, Zord. I was going to say about... I was bragging about Nissan earlier. That Nissan Stanza lasted forever. I ended up going with the Mazda since then. But I saw a TikTok the other day.
Yeah.
And it was somebody, an auto mechanic, saying, do not buy Nissan. And he was showing how it was up on they had it they were working on it, and they had to fix one part in that Nissan. You might know more about this than I do. You might have heard about this, but to get one part, it was a 2014 Nissan something or whatever, and to get one part, they had to take the entire engine out. And it was bad engineering, and they showed the entire engine was out of the car because to get to that part, you had to take the engine out. It's are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
The engineers that design them are definitely not mechanics, because they build cars from the inside out.
Yeah.
So you can build things that way, but they're very difficult to work on.
Yeah, why would they do that? I guess to get one, maybe to go to the Nissan actual auto place to have it fixed. Because I go to the Mazda dealership.
No, they don't. When they design them, they want them to be made. They want them to be easy to make and cheap.
That's
So
true.
they don't care if it's hard to fix it after it breaks. They just want it to be easy to make from scratch.
That reminds me when I got my Mazda, the 2014 Mazda. My parents had bought and sold cars like when I was like a kid, and they got into all that stuff with cars. But why am I going so slow? I need to max this neon out. But
You're supposed to get style points.
they were talking about how like, oh yeah, this car, a lot of it is a computer. That like 2014 and around that era was when all these cars became computers, basically.
Yeah.
Like a lot of this stuff is handled by computers. It knows how you drive to like save on gas mileage. That's how they're squeezing out extra gas mileage for these cars.
Yeah.
Is a lot of the systems are controlled by these computers. And my parents, they were like, yeah, blah blah. If you get this, you'll get the first update, but if you don't, you'll have to pay for more updates for that, and that's, you know, in the car. And my parents were like dumbfounded. I'll never forget the look on their face. Like they had entered a new era that they don't know anything about, and they were like, okay. But it's always been helpful. I've brought them with every time I've like bought a car, either it be like my wife's car or like my car, because car salesmen are snakes, man. I don't know if you know this or not,
Yeah.
but absolutely,
Oh, yeah.
the biggest snakes on planet Earth. But I loved, because my mom knows about all that stuff and like car and stuff.
There's a whole section of TikToks where it's like not getting ripped off. Like,
Yeah.
ask for this, ask for that.
And don't say you're paying in cash to the last minute and like all this stuff. Like, I hate that you have to like outsmart the car dealer. I don't know if car dealerships are going to be around for much longer, because if you look at Tesla doesn't have they get around some certain laws or tax evasion. I don't know what they're doing. They basically ship the car.
Cars have zero emissions.
Well, no, they don't have like a dealership place. I think they do, but like they don't like. You don't go there and like buy the car from a car salesman. You order it all online. Is how you get the Tesla.
Like CarMax or what's that one with? What's the one where you point in
and they ship it to you? Like they drive it to you. I think that's really cool, and it replaces. I don't have to deal with like haggling, and every single time I've like got a car, it's been an absolute chore. It's been an absolute like nightmare. Because they try to keep you there really long. They try to like wear you out, and it's like, oh, will you sign the deal? You know, like, and by that point, you've waited like 3 hours for them to go back and forth with so many things that, you know.
Yeah.
It's been a terrible experience every time that I've ever done it. Now, when I got my wife's car, she got the same like Mazda I did. We waited to the last minute on to say like we were trading in. We basically, if you wait till these things and don't tell them you're going to be trading in or paying with this or whatever, you can like shave some money off. They did not like us by the end of it, but we did get the car for a deal.
So what? You might have already said this, but what did you end up doing with the Golf? Did you just sell it outright, or did
we
you
traded it in to them? To that car dealership.
They probably didn't give you much money for it.
Yeah, I think they gave us like 500, 600 to whatever.
Yeah, you could have sold the engine for that.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't. That's the thing too. It was screwing up on us.
Yeah. No, I mean like you could have taken the car apart and sold the parts.
Oh.
Like people buy cars as they call them like part cars.
Yeah.
Like if you buy another car
Yeah,
exactly
part
like when you
amount.
drive.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and you can steal like wheels and brakes and
Yeah.
starters and batteries out of it, you know. Hey, you're up to 100 miles an hour. What was that last upgrade you got? Was it a engine mod?
I just hit a shopping cart. I'm on the.
Yeah, back to grocery getters.
Oh shoot!
Oh, that was sick. Oh. That guardrail saved you. If you'd hit those I-beams, you would have been dead.
So now revisiting this game.
Oh, you came so close to hitting those trees.
We should stream next Need for Speed Underground 2. Because for some reason just forgot. I thought this game was more story and stuff, but it's like you're driving, you're doing these little things. But there's little like audio things like They definitely had a bigger
Yeah.
budget for Underground too.
They might not even have had spinning rims in this one. They might not have added that until the second one.
Yeah, the second one you had spinning rims. I did get some decals, so maybe I'll add some sick decals. Are you gonna add
Some
any
flames.
sick decals to your truck now, John?
No,
Like some flames or some skulls or something?
no. I just want to keep it running. The main reason I have the truck is because I have to have something to pull my boat with.
There I go. Oh, is that McDonald's? There's some.
Hey, look, you crashed in the same place 2 times. It's almost like you weren't paying attention.
This is how I learned to drive, was jumping hills in this game. And John teaching me.
Yeah. Not really teaching you, just telling you what not to do. Like, don't do that. Oh, no, definitely don't do that.
Don't do that. Another car story. There was 2 times, like, back-to-back concerts. One in 2017, I think one in 2018, towards the end of 2018. Come back from concerts and had the, like, worst driving conditions. The first one was just terrible, terrible rain, to where you couldn't see anything. It's night. It's like late at night, and we had to drive 2 hours from like Columbus in like pouring rain. And then the second time was the worst driving conditions I've ever experienced. And
When you hit this jump, stay to the left.
okay, we're going to the left. This is what it looked like when I was driving home. No, it's come from a concert. And it had snowed so much coming out of this concert. It was already bad. The roads were bad. I had my parents call me going, "Are you home yet? Are you home yet?" And I was like, "What's going on?" And we got out of this concert and it was like, how are we going to make it home? It was snowing so hard and so like the wind and you're on the highway, like we couldn't see anything.
It was like going through hyperspace.
So to add to all that, the conditions are terrible. There's ice on the road. There's snow. It's freezing outside, and the last time I went to go get like an oil change or whatever, they had told me, they said, "Hey, your tires are not rated to drive in the rain right now. You can't even get in the rain." They said the tires are so bad, don't even drive in the rain. I need to get new tires at the point. And I did not do that.
You could have died, Zach.
I had got it, and I was on snow and like ice. So the way I was driving like this. I was driving like I had my hands on the wheels and I could not, or on the steering wheel, and I could not move. Like I was barely trying, and that's how I got home. But and then I had some passengers in the car, and I didn't want to make them nervous, and my wife too. It was like, "Hey, is everything good? Like, is the driving fine?" I was like, "Perfect." And I've never been more like scared to drive on the highway. Like
you endangered a bunch of people's lives.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I had no clue. So after that, I got new tires. But
yeah, this is something somebody told me, and ever since I heard it, it was a truck driver that told me, and it makes a lot of sense. They say cars can have all the safety features they want, but there's only one part of your car that actually touches the road, the tires.
Yeah.
So think about that.
Yeah, make sure, guys, this is a reminder. Tires are good. Hey, I want to say brakes. I want to give a shout out to brakes, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think they get enough recognition.
But you can have the best brakes in the world, but if your tires are bald, they're not going to stop you.
Yeah, so I got new tires after that, but it was a pretty scary situation. But we were in a really bad driving situation, me and you. I don't know if you remember, we were moving from one of your houses. It was the house next to where that McDonald's little office is now.
Oh,
we were moving from there, and I just remember us dying laughing because we were driving, and the rain was so bad, and you had it going at full, like the windshield wipers, and we couldn't see anything. And I was like, I think you or I was like, do we need to pull over? And you had that at full blast, and there was nothing. Nothing was in front of us. Like, it was just rain. Mm-hmm. I just remember dying laughing at that, but.
Yeah, it seems like every time I move, it's never been easy. When I've been at my house now for 2 years, and when we moved here, they were repaving Hamilton Avenue.
Yeah.
So like I was pulling trailers and stuff down the road in my truck, and there's like cones everywhere.
These options increase your overall horsepower.
gonna buy that part. Okay. Drivetrain.
Transmission upgrades put more power to your wheels. The new
Oh, we're
shifters
getting
will
some
help
more
you get through the
speed.
gears faster.
You can only buy the first one.
Okay. There we go.
Hey,
Oh,
let's
we were
get
just
some
talking
more
tires.
Upgraded tires will give your car better.
Oh, I'm pimping this neon out. Okay. I think they're going to let me race now.
Oh, yeah. I remember how annoying that was in this game. That's something else I just thought of. I used to hate it because I was like, I would get my car looking the way I liked it, and they'd be like, oh, your car's 4 stars. You need it to be 5 stars to be
Yeah.
cool enough to enter this race, and you'd have to do something stupid and like super flamboyant to your car just to be cool enough to get in the race. That's the one thing about this game I hated. Like as soon as the race was over, I would take all the crap back off my car because I'm like, man, this is so dumb.
Oh, I almost shifted and killed myself again.
Did you forget you were drag
Oh, I
racing?
over-revved. Yeah, I forgot we were drag racing. Perfect shift.
And then he runs into the car next to him.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
a man.
Oh no. Better get over. Oh no.
Oh, it's like, oh shoot, perfect shift. Oh, I forgot, like, it just controls almost like Frogger, like you're just in these different lanes.
You just tap it and it
Yeah, you
takes
just
you
tap
over.
it, I forgot, yeah.
You better get around this guy or you're gonna lose. Oh, wait, not yet now. Oh. You might beat him.
Boom.
Wow, you came back and won that one. The first quarter of that race you were in last place.
It sucks because, like, part of the... If you can hear the audio, because this game, if you remember, starts up with... Ba-dum-bum-bum, dum-da-dum-da-da-dum.
Are you sure it was this one?
Yes, because I started that up. I turned off the audio before the stream. So I booted it up, and that is every time when you start this game up, it's getting low. Oh, this is a tournament, dude.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah, 2003 is when that song came out.
Yeah. I'm going to win this tournament. We'll look at some cars and call it a stream. What do you say? We'll talk a little bit cars and call it a stream.
That's fine. It's 8:15 right now.
Yeah, I didn't know what your bedtime is.
It's not really that. It's more or less, the kid, Megan and the kids by herself.
Well, somebody has to watch Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah. They're probably down there fighting with each other.
Oh, I got a good lane on this one. The screen shake is driving me nuts though.
Yeah.
But I do feel like I'm going fast. So it's working.
What was that, a Honda? Yeah, that was a Civic you just passed.
Oh, there's a ramp. I could hit the ramp.
All that matters is you won.
All right.
You beat him by half a second. Less than half a second. 0.5 would have been half. That was 0.3.
Okay, the next part we're going to talk about is theoretical. This has never happened. I'm not admitting to anything. What's the fastest you've gone in a car?
Me?
This is theoretical. If it was the fastest you've gone in a car.
Oh, I don't know, like 100 miles an hour.
Okay. Theoretically. Because that would be illegal.
Yeah. And it might have looked just like that car that you're driving right now.
I don't know if I theoretically ever hit 100. I think I got to 90 or 85 or 90, but man, when you're up that high, theoretically, it is just, it's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta be paying attention. Oh shit.
Like that.
I thought you were gonna hit that car.
Oh, I forgot they put little...
Oh,
Oh, shoot! Oh! Oh, shoot. I think I got it. I'm also playing on easy because I just can't, I can't do the shifting thing. Zord asks, are you guys going to play Ys 9, the new one? I've not played any of the Yeast games. They're RPG games, John. And they're like they're live or they're action RPGs, I think.
Uh-huh.
But I've not played any of those games. Can I just jump into Yeast 9? Is that something to play?
I don't know.
Or do they all have...
No,
I think they're like Final Fantasy in that you can just jump into any of them, but I would assume so. I think they're all kind of like that, those Yeast games.
Well, I know the one game Noah won't stop talking about is Totally Realistic Battle Simulator or something like that. He wants to get a PC so he can play that.
What is it? Totally Realistic Battle Simulator?
Something like that. He watches videos of it on YouTube.
Oh, is it when they like...
You could create custom characters and stuff. It's kind of like... It's kind of
like
like...
put up like theoretical situations like samurai versus like cowboys and stuff? Or is that a different thing I'm thinking of?
I don't know. You have to ask him. But he won't shut up about it. And what else does he always say? I don't know. He's into a bunch of different stuff. I got him for Christmas Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Okay, yeah, the Viking
and he's got this other game. It's on PlayStation, and you're like a chimpanzee or something, and it takes you like through all these different. Huh?
What system is that on with the chimpanzee? You just
PS4, and you're basically like a prehistoric missing link kind of thing, and it takes you through like evolution, and you have to like teach the other animals in your group like how to do this and how to do that. And
what is that game called? I don't know what that game is.
I could ask him if you want to hold on.
I don't know.
You want me to ask him?
Hold on.
I've seen him play it. I just don't remember what it's called. But he's always telling me, like, oh, you have to be careful. There's this giant bird that'll eat you, and if you fall off a tree, you'll break your leg. I don't know. I was like, the only game I played where you could break your leg was Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Yeah, you had to heal yourself in that game. Zord says, yes, you can. Yeah, you can just jump in. Yeah, I've heard some people really liking that. Yeast 9.
So if on our next one, we're going to do Underground 2.
Yeah, I think the next one, let's do Underground 2. But I wanted to let's deck this thing out.
Well, I'm off work until like the second week of March, so I'm free anytime pretty much.
Okay, I've decked that out. That is cool. What's the decals we can do?
You can find plenty of sponsors.
Windshield?
Oh, yeah, it's like whatever kind of components you use.
Nice. This is just so basic now. It's so funny how like this is like a stock little car.
My truck has got Star Wars stickers on it. It says "May the Force be with you."
Yeah, I remember that. Awesome. I think that's the coolest you can make a neon.
Can you do side skirts?
I think so. Let me body.
It would be under body.
Yeah,
there you go.
Skirts.
There, that looks cooler.
Yeah. Okay.
They come in like packages. Like that one was called Ace, I think.
Yeah.
You can get like an Ace bumper, an Ace side skirt, and an Ace rear bumper.
That is
that's like a body kit. Or you can customize it. But yeah. It looks better with the side skirt. It looks more like lower down, more aerodynamic.
Okay.
You're halfway to 2 stars.
That's my reputation on the streets.
Yeah, you still got $8,000. Do you have a rear bumper on there? Or is it stock?
I think
No, it's not.
Yeah, it was stock on that.
No, it says installed.
Okay. We'll put the Ace one on. Bam. That is the coolest. Look how cool it kind of looks like Craig in there.
A little bit. She's got a dump truck on her now.
Yeah, that is a cool neon. Cool.
It's like you're sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back, and then we'll wrap up the stream. I gotta let my freaking dog out. There's a emergency, so I'm gonna let you like talk to the stream for a little bit. Talk anything you want.
Anything I want?
Well, maybe not anything. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, just spent a lot of time with these games. I always liked RPG games where you have to solve puzzles and fight people one-on-one, like Devil May Cry or God of War or something. But I also enjoyed these games too. But these games are always more fun when you're playing with someone else. I just remember getting super frustrated.
Okay, so I don't know if my dog needed out. I think it just needed to went to chill with Dad. What'd you talk about, dude? Cars?
Just my point of view on these games, and
Oh, okay.
like I said, they were always more fun if you were playing with someone.
Yeah.
You had someone in the room with you. This was before online gaming was popular.
Yeah.
They were more fun if you had someone with you because you could be like, "What do you think about this or that?" Or
Well, they were fun
you got
because we
really-
pass off the controller too, which
yeah, if you got stuck, you could be like, "Man, I can't beat this race. I keep hitting this one corner," or you know, the last game, I really remember being stuck, like where I absolutely couldn't beat it, and Craig and I would pass the controller back and forth. Was Guitar Hero.
yeah.
He had Guitar Hero 3, I think, and
Okay,
It
do you
was
see
like one
that?
of the
Do you see
first
the new
ones.
screen? Do you see the car?
yeah, my truck.
Yep.
Yeah, I've still got that. I just don't drive it as much as I used to.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up my freaking car right now. Mazda 2014. Mazda 3 2014. Now, I also with this car had a very there was a small amount of time in which I felt like a total pimp. And you know when that was? It was when I'm trying to make sure my dog
When you were sleeping?
when I was dreaming. No, when I first got this car, it was right after they had come out. So they were doing some deal at the time of I bought this car new. It was the only car I've ever bought new because what they were really pushing in 2014, 2013, 2014. They were trying to get people to buy more new cars because these old cars are trying to get them off the road, and I don't know if it's because of emission stuff or whatever, but I had a great deal, and I was like, well, this is actually cheaper than getting a used car. At the time, for getting a new one, it was so close as I get a new car. So I got this car new. It was a new model, and the Mazda 3s didn't look like this. They looked like everything before. I think this was. They had a different. Look
Yeah.
to them.
My truck, it's a 09, but it's the same from 07 to 2013.
Yeah,
They all
and
have the same body style.
And if you look, they looked like this is my 09 one right here.
I
didn't look like that guy, but you had this that kind of neon, that grocery getter kind of look to it. But when I got the 14, it looked sleek. I think it still is a great looking car.
Yeah, they changed the styling.
It's still a cool looking car, but it's deceiving because the nose and stuff on it. 2 times right when I got this car. When I got this car, people stopped me. I remember parking at the mall and getting out, and somebody coming over and checking out my car, and was like, "Nice car." I was like, "Oh, I thought this was a Bentley." They thought it was some other or BMW, a BMW or something. I think it was a BMW or whatever. But
yeah, Bentleys are unbelievably expensive.
yeah. But they looked and they
Way
thought
bigger than
they
your
thought it
car.
was a totally because it was brand new, this model Mazda. And I was like, okay, I think I picked the right one. But I got a silver Mazda. I love this thing. But what's the one that you have now?
My truck,
Yeah,
it's a 2009 Silverado
Silverado
Z71.
Z71.
It's like that one right there. Your mouse was just on it, the black one.
The black one.
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
So that's
I even have those same. I have those same rims and everything,
Yeah,
and it's
right
an
now.
extended cab with suicide doors. I have the fog lights. I just don't have the. That thing has a toolbox
Yeah.
I don't have a toolbox, but mine's exactly like that.
Nice.
I've always been a Chevy guy. I like Chevys.
I think the Mazda I own now, and I mean probably right what you're thinking of. I gotta let my dog out again, but you talk this car. You just give the facts on this car. Give some facts, dude. While I'm gone, I'll be right back.
Facts. Like I'm trying to sell it. No, it's a great truck. It's got the flex fuel where you can run ethanol if you want to. Four-wheel drive, it doesn't have the greatest safety rating. I looked it up after I bought it, but I got it because I have a fishing boat and I needed something to pull it with. And like I said, I've always been a Chevy guy. So. And mine's black too, just like that one.
Look at that interior.
And since I've bought it, I've only had like two things go wrong with it. One was like a $20 sensor, and the other one was like a $40 or $50, like a fuel filter. It goes in between the fuel filter and the gas tank. It's that ERG valve, I think.
It's got great room.
I mean, yeah, for to be an extended cab, and mine's got a Line X liner in the back. It's kind of like a Rhino liner.
Yeah, my parents had that in their trucks.
Yeah, it's worth having. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. It's a great truck. I'd buy another one. I probably am going to have to get another one soon. The one I got now has got like 185,000 miles on it. It had 165 on it when I bought it. I've put about 20,000 on it in 2 years.
Here is my first vehicle. This and that Nissan Stanza that I showed.
Stanza
That I showed earlier.
It's got a J in it.
This was the same thing. I had those decals on the side, official truck. Let's take you back.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, you had that when we were filming Gas Expensive 3.
Yeah. I think I only used it for one scene. So we made for those that don't know, we made a little short movie back in the day, but I think I used it when I came over the hill. And that when I used this one? I can't remember what vehicle. I think it was
I don't remember. I remember you filmed me when I was running down Hartford Drive on the west side. You and Mike were in it, and that's what you were in when I was running down the road with the suitcase with socks in it.
There she blows. Well, mine had that orange decal. That's like almost the exact same thing I had. But yeah, like I said, I was a fan more of the Stanza. But one story I had in this truck, we had a friend back in the day, Brad, and he was riding in here. I think it was Craig and Brad. And Brad's in the middle. He's sitting in the middle. I'm driving. Craig's in the other seat. So in the middle, like if you're in the passenger seat and get jarred around a little, you have a little bit more. It's like kind of up against the wall and you have whatever. If you're in the middle, if you don't have the seatbelt on, you're like each turn you're kind of like you're kind of like going on the other person because it's just I don't know if you can see this, but it's like
all single like regular cab trucks are like that.
Yeah, there's if you're sitting, you have no support.
Most of the time, that middle seat is like an armrest.
Yes. Yeah, you could pull. Yeah, I remember that. You could pull down mine, or you could put it back up and let it be the seat. So we had this guy Brad in the middle, and he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. And there was a railroad crossing, and this is all theoretical. I would never do illegal things on the road, of course, but. There was I don't know if you know this railroad crossing near Jungle Gyms, like heading up that way. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And we would always, without fail, maybe we did it in your car too or whatever. But there's a railroad where it's kind of like a hill. It's kind of like a little bump. But if you go fast enough, you can kind of ramp that a little bit. I always did that. Just it was a fun thing to do. I don't really do that anymore. And I think they fixed it. You can't do it anymore. But or maybe you can. I just don't want to destroy myself. I'm older. But I was doing as I normally did, just going revving up on this road. And I didn't know Brad didn't have a seatbelt on. Craig did. I did. Brad didn't. In the middle seat with no support. And I will never forget hitting that hill, us like kind of getting like a little bit of air, and his head just slamming up against the ceiling of that. And just laughing and be like, yeah, there's your sign to wear a seatbelt, but
Yeah.
always wear your seatbelt because you never know when your friends are going to ramp. I never did any hill hopping stuff, even as like a teen, or I never drove recklessly. But if I was in a safe enough situation, I did something goofy like that. You know what I mean? Like I was goofy yet safe, if that makes sense.
That red Dodge right there looks like the one your mom had.
This one right
Or
here.
the orange one. The orange one. I mean, sorry, the orange one.
Oh yeah. Well, she still has this one, I think.
Oh, I thought you guys had the blue truck, or your mom and dad had a black one and a blue one.
They got rid of the black one.
Uh-huh.
Now they have two blue ones. They're both Dodge Rams or whatever. One's a newer one, and they still have this one, the orange one.
Yeah, I remember you were in like high school when your mom got that.
Yeah. They love.
You said it got like 8 or 9 miles to the gallon because it was a Hemi.
Yeah, but I love when I have to like go.
You know what Hemi stands for?
Something with the engine. So.
Yeah. Do you know why they use the abbreviation Hemi?
No.
It's short for hemispherical.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because the cylinders are like round. Yeah.
I'm gonna put in ugly. What is the ugliest car?
The ugliest car? Oh, I don't know.
Maybe this one looks like it's about to
There's
explode.
the one that Walter White had, the Pontiac Aztec.
Pontiac? What is it, Pontiac?
It's right there. It's below that yellow car. The Pontiac Aztec, the one Walter White drove in Breaking Bad.
This one?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, he did drive.
Those are pretty ugly.
I've never liked the look.
There's a bunch of ugly cars.
I'm going to piss some people off if they haven't. I've never liked the PT Cruiser.
Yeah, those things are turds.
I've never liked the look
Type
of
in Chevy HHR. That's a lot like the
what is it, Chevy?
HHR.
HHR.
It's a lot like the PT Cruiser. See? Those things are death traps too. Their safety ratings are really low.
This is the Chevy HHR? It looks like it is a freaking
It looks like a PT Cruiser, right?
It's a PT Cruiser. There's no way
but
that's not
PT Cruiser is Chrysler. Chevy is GM.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's one Chevy I wouldn't buy.
Oh my gosh.
My buddy at work's got like a 2018 Chevy, what's that thing called? Cruise?
Yeah.
Those things are pretty cool. It's like a little hatchback car.
1 second. I can't believe they got a... Why didn't they just keep the name? They wanted to get away from the name? Or like, why did they do that?
Why'd they do what?
Why did they call this the HHR instead of the PT Cruiser 2? The PT
No, that's not
the
the
PT,
same car.
The PT Cruiser.
The PT Cruiser is made by Chrysler. That's a Chevrolet.
Oh my
That's
gosh!
a different company.
They ripped off the whole.
Yeah.
Were they sued at all?
Yeah, like do you remember I told you Megan had a Cavalier?
Yeah.
They changed that to the Cobalt, and then the Cobalt became the Cruise. They just changed the name every once in a while, I guess. I don't know why.
What is the coolest car? I'm just gonna put coolest car.
The coolest car?
Oh, this one. This is my next car.
Oh, jeez. Who makes that? Citroen?
You know what
That looks like the Citroen logo.
You know what I really hate is not that they're not cool. It's that they're too cool, and they keep calling them concept cars, and they never come out.
Yeah, that's because they're a concept.
I want them to make them. I want them to mass produce them. Like, don't show me something and be like, hey, look at this, but you're never going to put it out, so I don't ever want to see it in my face.
That's what every car guy says. They're like, they love the concept cars, and then the ones they make are total piles of shit.
Yeah, why? That sucks. Like,
I don't know. It's the people that make decisions shouldn't be.
Yeah. I'm a bit of a car expert because look at this. This is a Bugatti, right?
Yes.
I can tell what cars are. This is a McLaren.
Yeah, because
is this called a McLaren?
The picture.
Is this a McLaren?
That's a Ferrari.
Hey,
hold on. No. That's a Corvette. I can't see the pictures little on my screen.
Hold on.
Look. You see on the front. Zoom in.
you see the white and red thing there in the front?
It's a Firebird.
That's the Corvette. That's the new Corvette. It's like a C8, I think,
Okay.
or Z8, C8 or Z8. Have you seen the new Toyota Supras?
No, what's that?
They didn't make Supras for a long time, and then they started making them again.
Toyota Supra.
Type like 2020 Toyota Supra.
Okay. Oh, those look awesome.
Yeah,
That looks
they're
sick.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's got some cool little.
That's what what's his face in the Fast and the Furious, that orange car that he races at the end. That's what that was with the old Supra.
That's sick. That is a sick car.
Yeah, and they've only just been making them for like the last couple of years.
Dang. What was the back clue? If you like it from the front, let's see it from the back.
Right here. Middle, second row down.
Okay. Man, even the back looks pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
It just looks like melted and warped and stuff.
I think it's a 4-cylinder, so it gets good gas mileage.
That thing looks awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, that might be the coolest like car you can probably. That's more consumer level.
Yeah.
I like the consumer vehicles look cool.
I like the Subaru BRZ.
Yeah.
That's a cool looking car.
Say that
It's
again.
got a Subaru BRZ.
BRZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks
Those
pretty
are
cool.
And then you can also get a Scion. It's exactly the same car. It's called an FRS. Scion FRS. It's exactly the same car, same motor.
FRS.
Yeah. Look, it's exactly the same car.
Oh my gosh, it is the same car.
Yeah, and then there's even a third one that's the same car.
Here's some Need for Speed Underground on it, if we want to do that.
And there's a third one that's just like this too. It's called the Toyota GT86.
Toyota GT86.
86. Yeah, look. Same car.
Why are they all like the same?
Well, the Scion is Toyota. They own that.
Okay.
And then you see how the steering wheel's on the right?
Yeah.
That's like a European car. If you bought that, you'd have to get it imported. But the Scion and the Subaru, you can get those here.
Yeah.
And they have that's the engine. That's the selling point. Do you see how it's kind of in the shape of an X?
Yeah, yeah.
The pistons, it's called a boxer engine. It's only a 4-cylinder, but it's got a lot of torque. So, and it's rear wheel drive, so you can like drift corners and stuff with that. They're really cool. I mean, for like a $20,000 car. Because if you bought like a Corvette or something, you'd be spending like $50,000, or a Camaro, or a Ford Mustang, or if you really wanted to get expensive, GT40. Those are GT4. Do you know what I'm talking about? A Ford GT40.
Ford GT40.
Yeah, GT40.
Let me pull her up here.
Those things
I've seen these. These look cool.
Yeah, those are sick. They've got a supercharged V8 in them. The one from the F-150.
Yeah.
Those things are fast. That's the old one.
So my parents
That's the one that won Le Mans in like the 70s. Did you ever see that movie with Christian Bale and Matt Damon?
No.
I forget what it's called, but it's about that race. Type in like 2020 GT.
2020.
I think the new ones are just called the Ford GT.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's it, I think.
That looks like a car you get at the end of Gran Turismo.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah, that's very
I'm not
sick.
a Ford guy, but I think they got like turbocharged V6s in them or something. They're crazy fast.
Dude. It wasn't until recently. I've never been a car guy. I mean, I didn't even know about exit ramps and stuff. But it wasn't until recently. I forgot what I was looking at. But it finally like clicked for me because I never understood the appeal of old cars. Like, I guess that's like cool, but like, I want to get like Bluetooth in my car. I don't give a frick. Get me from point A to point Z. I never cared until recently. I finally had some respect of what I was looking at because the way they made these old cars, they really don't make them that way anymore.
No.
One and two,
they were modeled after like women. They were curvy and beautiful.
The rarity of these vehicles now it's the same thing. Like people are collecting old Pokemon cards or whatever else. Like they're rare. Like they're not making some of these and whatever else in the condition. So like
you can't drive.
At that point,
you
I was
can't
like,
drive a Pokemon card 100 miles an hour.
and it even goes to, I think another thing is like, I don't know if you've seen like the rise of it's very popular right now, these vintage T-shirts. If you have vintage like band T-shirts or vintage shirts from like the 90s and 80s,
That was all I wore in high school.
yeah, they're worth a ton now. If you have them, you might be a millionaire. But
Oh no, they're as much as I sweat, they're destroyed.
the appeal of those, like what makes them cool, I think, is that you can get a shirt now and they're mass produced at like Walmart, right? But to have those vintage T-shirts, they have a certain look to them, and not everybody has that shirt. You know what I mean? It's exclusive.
Yeah.
It's unique.
Like,
and I think
they'll
that's
make a T-shirt for like one concert.
yes. And like if you're looking at like, I don't know, what's I'm trying to think of like a vintage car or like an old.
Type in Chevy Stingray Corvette.
Stingray. Yeah, we'll put like 1969 or something. Stingray.
They might not have made it in '69, but I'm not
they
sure
have
what
one.
year.
They have one. Oh, I think my grandpa had this car. My grandpa had this car in white.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, he had this when I was a little kid. He had this. So
Your grandpa's way cooler than you.
but like looking at these cars, you can't get that make now. You know what I mean? They don't make them that way anymore. It's very exclusive. It's very unique.
And they're made out of metal, not plastic.
Yes. I remember my dad telling me a story. He always brings a story up of how he got in a head-on collision right when I was born or right before I was born that like was very bad. But he was driving one of these like old cars. It was I don't know what it was, but it had like so much metal and it was like this. It was built like this. Yeah. But that thing like crushed like an accordion, but he was fine. He didn't have like a mark on him. If that would have happened with a modern car, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, it would have been folded in half.
Yeah, it's like plastic and stuff. But I will say, I was watching a video where they have added more safety features in these new cars. Like there is a lot of safety stuff and airbag stuff that keeps you safe. These were just safe in the way of just pure material. like my dad
was great.
Yeah, my dad didn't have airbag technology and Sky Active, but he had so much metal between him and the car that it evened out, you know.
Yeah.
But I have a new respect for these cars, and they're really cool. And I think next car show I see, I want to like walk around and respect them in that way of like, you know, as goofy as it was. But speaking of which, now that you're in stream, we'll wrap this thing up, John. I know you have to get, and I have to get as well.
Yeah, it's 8:45.
But I'm going to show you. You'll think this is cool, and I put this on my channel recently, but I just want to show it to you. But I was talking about Pokemon cards and stuff. Well, have you seen where you can get your cards graded and they put them in this plastic like shells and stuff, like baseball cards? They've done it too. You haven't seen that? So that what you do is you can send them into these places, and it's called PSA. Is one of them, but you can send in old like baseball cards or Pokemon cards or whatever.
Yeah.
Or basketball cards or whatever, and send them in, and they will grade it based on like, hey, was the card centered right? Like when in production, what condition is it in? Has it got wrinkles in it or whatever? And they'll give you a grade. And if you do that, it's easier to like sell it because people will know the condition for sure. Like if you just have a card and you're like, oh, it's whatever.
It has like a score.
Yeah. So I did that to my old Pokemon cards. And I got Venusaur and Blastoise, and I had a Charizard for my childhood. But I did that to like my old, I'll pull that up here. But I did that to my old Charizard the other day for Pokemon. But you can get it in these plastic. Oh, I gotta pull. I'm showing the camera and you can't see me.
No, I can't see you at all. All I see are stingrays.
Let me stop the sharing and I'll share it again. I'll pull it up. Well, actually, you won't even see anything, anyways. Let me.
Yeah, it just says the stream has ended. Close stream.
Yeah, let me. Well, it's nothing. Look at the stream. Like, look at the actual YouTube stream for a second, and you'll actually see it.
Do that. You need to remember who you're talking to here. You go to YouTube, you said?
Yep, go to YouTube and go to the Dweebo channel.
YouTube.com. Is it like a /?
Do /Dweebo.
Oh, click that?
Yep, it should be like the live. Do you see the live one?
Oh, I see you.
And then,
Hold on, let me
and
make
then
the
mute
screen
that.
bigger.
Mute the stream. Mute that one. And then just pull the Discord audio.
Did I mute the right thing?
I think so. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, there's no more.
But just like it'll be on a little delay, but you should be able to see my video now.
Oh, so what is the thing at the top of the Charizard card? What they had?
Yeah. So this was only they coming out of they graded out of 10, and mine got a 3 out of 10. But that's still like this is worth like $500
I know.
for just a PS33. But
That's hilarious.
but I thought that was pretty cool. You can get your old like Pokemon. Do you still have all your old Pokemon cards and stuff?
I only kept the holographic ones. I've got a Blastoise
Oh man.
holographic, and then I've got a bunch of like right when I quit getting them, I think the last holographic card I got was like a Steelix.
Oh yeah. You should
then I've
you
got,
should get that Blastoise if it's in okay condition. You should get that graded. It'll raise the value of it. It costs a little bit to send in, but if you do that,
Yeah, mine are all in like the the little book you put them in with the slots.
Yeah.
Mine's in that in a box in like my mom's attic.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and get them.
That's awesome. All right. Well, I think that's a stream. Thank you for tuning in with us, John. Let me full screen you so you get a proper farewell. I think next stream me and you should do is Need for Speed Underground 2, right? Because that's the one that's open world. That's the freaking fun one. I think Need for Speed Underground coming back to that. I think I'd give that like a butt, or you can play it on my scale of video games. I think that's a straight up 3 out of 5 or 2 out of 5. But
Yeah.
it started things. You know what I mean? It was the start, and you got to respect it for that. But I think Need for Speed Underground 2 is the one I have the most fond memories of. So we'll set a date for that. We'll figure out when that's going to be. But thank you for joining us. Check out, it's right beside me, DweeboYT is the Twitter. If you're watching us on Twitch, we're on YouTube. Just search Dweebo. We do podcasts. We do other Hangouts. We have a theme now at a Hangout, so we'll play a game and we'll choose a topic. And
You know what we need to do?
today's topic was cars.
You know what I think we should do?
Yeah.
It's just like you said, podcasts. We've never done one where we weren't playing video games. We should just do one where we're just talking.
Well, we do a podcast
just
monthly. Do you want to come on and join the podcast?
I mean, I don't want to invite myself, but
No, if you want to be a guest,
whatever.
I think that sounds awesome. I think you should be a guest on an upcoming podcast.
Yeah.
On the Dweeb Bros podcast. Cool.
when's your next one?
We'll exchange when that date is going to be. We'll figure that out.
Okay.
When we record it. Awesome. Thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
just let me know.
John, any last words to the stream before I cut us off?
May the force be with you.
Nice. That's a good message.